Welcome to practice. For class today, the heart space intention is kind of inspired by my grandmother. We lost her on Sunday, and it was something that was expected. And going through this process in the last couple of days, it has brought up a lot in terms of reflection for me, more so than sadness. And I'm in a place of trying to be really compassionate towards myself, that maybe my response and how I'm processing and healing this through this experience might look different than what I have been told it should look like, and allowing it to be what it is, and allowing my process to be really honest. Yeah. So not taking on emotions that aren't necessarily truly present for me, and allowing it to just be this exploration of what is. One of the reflections that this has really brought up for me is this recognition of impermanence, right? And also the recognition that we will all lose someone in our lives, and we have all lost someone that we love, probably. Maybe someone that wasn't necessarily close to you, maybe someone that was. And that experience, again, is unique for each of us, but we will all move through that experience at some point in some way. And I think it's a good reminder that we're not alone in this experience of loss. And that loss too is not just when a life is lost, but also sometimes we lose identities along the way, right? Or a chapter ends in our life and something else begins, or we lose a piece of ourselves that we had clung to for a really long time. And so this grief process can apply not just to the loss of a loved one. And the yoga practice, again, is this opportunity to reflect on how we're moving through that, and to be really compassionate as we do so. And so today, as you move across your yoga mat, I really encourage you to let things come as they are. So any emotion that comes up, any sensation that arises, to allow it to be what it is, and to not try to manipulate it in any way necessarily. To let the experience of the moment speak for itself, and for us just to listen and kind of be in tow of the emotion and sensation. I know oftentimes we come to this practice to find a sense of calm, or to create a sense of grounding, or to shift from a state into a different one. And that is something that we use often as a tool. And I think that's really great. And I think that's really necessary many times. But maybe for class today, we let it be a little bit more about welcoming the sensation and emotions and experience of the moment as it comes to us, instead of trying to grab it, change it, and then switch it to something else right away. Yeah, so allowing ourselves to really sit in and be with whatever comes up for us. Yeah. Other than that, some of our class will be like some belly down back extension work, so strengthening along the spine. I know for my body, that is something that for many years I did not like. I did not enjoy it, didn't feel good in my body. And I have come to really enjoy it now and like the sensation. But know that if you too, when we're doing belly down work, it feels uncomfortable and foreign, that's a space that we don't spend a lot of time in on our bellies engaging. So be kind to yourself, and know that you don't have to take it very deep. You don't have to go very far with it. Be really kind and gentle with your back body. Yeah. We'll start in Shavasana, or seated meditation, whatever feels best for you. We'll spend a little bit of time just in breath, and then we'll start to create our flow. So go ahead and make your way to whatever shape you want to begin in. If it feels okay, allow your eyes to close. Let your shoulders settle down, your body or down into the earth. Allow the weight of your pelvis to also settle. and to its support. And as you settle into the space and this moment right here, right now, into your practice, this time that you've chosen to take out of your morning or your afternoon, depending on when you're taking this class, this time that you've chosen to take for you, to be in connection and relationship with your body and breath. And first, just notice each breath in and each breath out. And without trying to change or manipulate the breath in any way, just become aware of your organic inhale and exhale. Just being curious with what you notice about your natural breath. Curious with what sensations arise as you watch your natural breath. Curious with what thoughts and emotions come up as you watch your natural breath. And then either continue with your natural breath, or if you would like to take some deeper breaths as you arrive to your practice, begin to take a slower and more expansive breath in, and a slower and more complete breath out. We have a finite amount of time in this human body, in this physical vessel. And our yoga practice is one that helps us to embrace this physical vessel that we get to inhabit. We get to experience this life through. It is our breath that offers us every moment of every day. And this practice helps to connect us to our breath, our life force, our source energy. And so perhaps another intention for this class today is gratitude for the experience of both, the experience of our breath and the experience of our body. Acknowledging the impermanence of each. There will come a time where this body is no longer. So taking every moment we can to appreciate it and the experience that we're offered through it. Go ahead and take one hand to your heart. Yeah. As you place a hand on your heart, choosing an intention that you'd like to move to. And perhaps it's gratitude or the acknowledgement of impermanence. Perhaps it's allowing yourself to be in the experience instead of manipulating the experience. But whatever you want to move for, just hold it in your heart. It can be a dedication, a devotion. Then go ahead and take a really deep breath in through your nose. And an open mouth exhale to let go. And again, deep breath in through your nose. As you're ready, a cleansing exhale to release. Then one more time, deep breath in. And a clearing exhale out. And go ahead and seal your lips. And as you start to breathe through your nose, we'll all meet on the back body in a full body stretch. Just take a deep breath in as you extend your fingertips up overhead. And spread through your fingers and your toes. And start to bring your knees into your body. Take a little rock from side to side for a moment. Then you'll eventually interlace your hands onto your right shin and extend your left leg out for wind removing pose. And as your left leg gets real heavy to the earth, pull your right thigh a little bit closer. Stretch your tailbone a little bit further away and take an inhale. And exhale to your supine twist. Allow your right knee to tip over to the left. Collarbones open wide to the sky. And then we'll just pause here for 2 breaths. Then keep your legs as they are. Start to reach your left arm towards the back of your yoga mat and roll into your left side body into a half fetal pose. So let your left ear settle into your left bicep. Let your right knee settle down towards the earth. Then maybe you bend your left heel towards your seat and reach back with your right hand to catch it. So creating a thigh stretch and quadricep stretch to your left side. Gently pull your navel to your spine as you open up to the front of your left hip and thigh. Your collarbones open, and just take one more moment right here. And begin to lengthen your left leg back out, and as you roll onto your back body, bring your right knee into your chest again. Draw your left thigh in as well. And then interlace your hands on your left shin and reach your right leg out so you're in wind removing pose, second side. Take a moment just to breathe here. Feeling all the length through your torso and through your right leg, and then go ahead and find your supine twist on your next breath out. You just start with 2 cycles of breath. And welcoming sensations as they arise. After your second breath, we're going to roll towards the right side into that half fetal pose. Second side, so reach your right arm towards the back of your yoga mat and roll onto your right side. And maybe you bend your right heel towards your seat and catch your right foot with your left hand, sending a thigh stretch to your right side. And then from here, just take one more slow breath in. And as you slowly release that breath away, it will eventually reach your right leg out long again. You'll roll onto your back body and bring both knees into your chest. Moving on to a little core connection here. Go ahead and interlace your hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, you're going to lift your head and shoulders and twist your right elbow towards or to your left thigh. So you can either reach in that direction. If your right elbow touches your left thigh, you can push them into each other for a little added challenge and energy through your belly. The upper body and left leg will stay the same. We're going to inhale our right leg forward to a hover. Now keep your right leg long, and as you exhale, slowly lift your right leg to the sky. Pull your navel down to your spine. Same thing, inhale, right leg lowers. Pull your navel in. Exhale, slowly lift your right leg back up. And moving with your breath, inhale to lower. And exhale to lift. That is 2 more like that. Breath in, right leg lowers. And your exhale, right leg lifts. And last one, we inhale to lower. From your strong center, exhale, right leg lifts. And go ahead and release and relax for a moment as your head and shoulders drop back, perhaps a modified happy baby. So that's hands to shins, knees wide. Take a deep breath through your nose. And maybe an open mouth exhale, letting go. We'll find our second side. So as you bring your knees back to center, hands behind your head, take a big breath in. And exhale, lift and twist left elbow towards or to your right thigh. Right. Once you feel your right side body light up, your center is strong, start to lengthen your left leg forward to a hover. Pull your navel down as you inhale. And exhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Moving with your breath, inhale, left leg lowers. And exhale, left leg lifts. Going slow for 3, we breathe in to lower. Your out breath lifts your left leg with control. And then last 2 here, breath in, left leg lowers. Exhale, left leg to lift. Good, and final time, inhale to lower. And exhale to lift. And go ahead and release, relax. Keep your knees bent, place your feet down to the earth, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, press to your feet and lift your pelvis to the sky. So the stretch across your front body that you just strengthened and start to root down through your feet so you feel energy through the back of your body, through your glutes and your hamstrings. Send your tailbone energetically forward and reach your knees energetically forward. You might even slightly hug the heels of your feet towards the back of your heart. So without actually moving your feet, hug your heels towards the back of your heart. Shoulder blades help to lift your sternum towards the wall behind you as you take another slow breath in. And stay as you exhale. And get really rooted through your feet for 1 more breath in. And then this time as you exhale, lower all the way down. Let your hips arrive to the earth and just pause for a moment. And letting the sensation move through. Just observing the sensation as it is. And then start to make your way eventually to your tabletop pose. So either rock and roll forward and back a couple times or tip to either side and press your way up. And then in our tabletop pose, we'll go right away into a cow shape. With your inhale, lift your heart, lift your tail, find a big openness across your front line. And exhale to your cat pose, curl, your head hang heavy, shoulders slide out of your ears, really tuck your tailbone. Then inhale, cow pose 1 more time, heart and tailbone lift. On your exhale, walk your hands forward and dive your chest down towards the earth. Hips stay high as your heart softens low. We'll just be here for 1 breath. Take a really full inhale to the back of your heart. And on your exhale, soften a little bit closer to the earth. From here, push into your hands. And use your strong center to lift back up to tabletop. Tuck your toes underneath, take an inhale. As you exhale, downward facing dog, send your bones way up and back. And then take a moment to wander 1 heel to the earth and then to reach the other heel to the earth. Taking like a little step through each heel, back and forth, the pedals through your feet. Then start to wander forward to your forward fold. So taking that same action, reaching 1 heel to the earth with every step, all the way up to your forward fold. And as you soften your knees, try to relax your upper body across your lower half. So just allow your lower body to hold your upper body here. To let your spine melt across your thighs and trickle down towards the earth. To that upward energy through your tailbone, forward energy through your feet. Then inhale towards your halfway lift, begin to elongate from crown to tail. And exhale, forward fold, let go. A deep breath in, rise all the way to stand Urdhva Hastasana, reach high to the sky. At the top, your right hand's gonna grab onto your left wrist. Lean over to the right for a side body stretch. Get really heavy through your left foot. With your inhale, go ahead and rise up through your center, reach tall. Switch your grip and tip over to your left. And from here, breathe in, rise up one more time. Exhale, goddess your arms, let your elbows open wide, and then let that fall you forward into your forward fold, hinge at your hips. Take an inhale to lengthen out halfway. On your exhale, from your high plank, let your hands step your feet back. So with your knees up or down, we're going to take a slow breath in and a slow exhale. Really strong through your quads. Hold for one more breath in. And one more breath out. This time, inhale forward to your tippy toes. Then exhale, lower all the way to the ground when you take your time. Feel the backs of your arms engage as your elbows go back. And then untuck your toes when you arrive to your belly. Press through your toenails with an inhale, find a low cobra. Lengthen through your spine. And on your exhale, belly down, Shavasana. Place your hands into stack underneath your forehead, so you make a little pillow for your forehead. You're going to keep your toes rooted to the earth, pull your navel to your spine. Then keep your hands, the backs of your hands, connected to your forehead. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, lift your upper body away from the earth. So hands and forehead stay connected, shoulders up, ears, elbows are wide, we lift up. For our breath in, we hold, and then as we breathe out, we lower. Pause for your inhale. Same thing on your exhale, press your toenails, lift through the back of your heart space. Backs of your hands stay connected to your forehead. You're going to lengthen to the nape of your neck as you hold for a breath in. And release on your exhale. We'll take that one more time. Remember, it doesn't matter how high you lift. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, find the lift. Try to keep the length in your spine, shoulders out of ears, length to the nape of your neck. Feel the strength along your mid and upper back here. As you breathe in. And exhale, lower down. Slide your hands back by your lower ribs. On your next inhale, we're going to go to an upward facing dog. If you prefer, you can also go to low or high cobra. So breathe in, open your chest. And exhale back to downward facing dog your way. And from your downward facing dog, go ahead and inhale your right leg to the sky from your three-legged dog. Now on your exhale, keep your right leg long, just flex your foot and square your hip. And then go ahead and bend your right heel to your seat like a little hamstring curl or donkey kick. Stay here for your inhale. Engage the back of your right leg. On your exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, shift forward. And a hold for your breath in. Keep pushing through your hands. You hold for your breath out. Then three-legged dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. With your exhale, step your right foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. Maybe lift to your fingertips and then sink your left knee to a hover and invite your heart through your biceps. Take a big breath in. And then go ahead and exhale to your cat lunge, lengthen through your legs as you breathe out. And from here, you'll bend into your right knee. Try to extend your spine. So try to keep all the extension from your heart going forward, from your tailbone lengthening back. Try to keep a lot of the depth in your pelvis and then step to your chair pose. So long through your spine, Low through your hips, we step forward. And then breathe in, lift your heart in your hands. On your exhale, airplane your arms back beside you. Lean into your left foot, come to your right to Beetle. So just letting your left leg know that it's about to support you. Once your left leg feels ready to hold you up, go ahead and rise up with your right leg. One-legged Tadasana, big breath in. Now we're going to do a little bit of a funky movement here. Try to keep your heart square forward. So think less about twisting, more about crossing. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, cross your left elbow towards your right thigh, like a little curl crunch forward. So heart stays relatively square. On your inhale, reach your left hand to the ceiling again. And as you exhale, fly back towards your airplane pose. So I know it's really early in our practice, and we're standing on one leg already, so there's probably going to be some wobbles. Maybe a little softness in your left knee to help support you. Take a breath in. Then a high crescent lunge, your exhale will land your right toes to the back of your yoga mat. Go ahead and stand tall through your torso with your next inhale. Left hand will grab your right wrist, lean to your left for a side body stretch. Take an extra breath in. An extra breath out. With your next in-breath, reach up tall through your heart and hands. This time, exhale, goddess your arms, let your elbows open wide. Breathe in, reach your hands to the sky. On your exhale, this time we're going to twist as we tap our right elbow towards our left thigh. Your left hand can go anywhere in space. Your right elbow's twisting and tapping towards left thigh. Strong legs, inhale back to your high crescent lunge. With your exhale, bring your hands down to the earth. From here, step back into your high plank pose. Breathe in to shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way for Chaturanga. Open your heart as you inhale. And downward facing dog as you exhale. Okay, moving towards second side. When you're ready, inhale your left leg to the sky, find your three-legged dog. Again, keep your left leg long, just flex your foot, square your hip for a moment. Then find that same hamstring curl, donkey kick, left heel towards your seat. Breathe in, strong through your left leg. Knee towards your nose as you shift forward on your breath out, shoulders out of ears. Hold for your inhale. And stay as you exhale. Three-legged dog, left leg lengthens to the sky. Then land your left foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. Be lifting to your fingertips, right knee hovers, cow lunge as you inhale. And then take your time to exhale to your cat lunge, lengthen through your legs. And as you bend into your front knee, try to maintain the length of your spine, the depth of your hips. You'll step to chair pose. Right foot meets your left. Breathe in as you rise. Your exhale, airplanes your arms beside you. This time we're going to lean to our right foot. Come to your left to Beetle. And this is just giving the right leg a heads up that it's about to support us. Once you feel that strength through your right leg ready to go ahead and rise up. One-legged Tadasana as you breathe in. Again, keep your heart facing forward. Exhale, crunch your right elbow towards your left thigh. Then lift your knee towards your elbow. Use your core to bring your elbow to your thigh. Then inhale, reach your right hand to the sky again. We'll fly back to airplane pose slowly as we breathe out. And pausing here for a moment, feel the power of your right leg. Try to invite your sternum forward and up a little bit of buoyancy at your heart. Then crescent lunge, land your left toes lightly to the earth and stack up through your spine. Your right hand grabs onto your left wrist this time, tip over to your right, opening your left side body. Then encourage your elbows back in space and your chin slightly off your chest as you lean to the right. We'll breathe in to rise tall again. On your exhale, goddess your arms, open your chest. Your inhale, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, twist and tap your left elbow towards your right thigh. So using your strong side body strength. Twist and tap just for a moment. Strong legs. Push down to rise up. High crescent lunge with your breath in. Hands to the earth. We exhale and step backward to high plank. So right foot meets your left. On your inhale, you're going to shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Slow and strong. Untuck your toes. Stack your hands underneath your forehead. Maybe take the opposite hand on top. Pause for your breath in. On your exhale, press down through your toenails and lift the back of your heart. On your inhale, option to reach your hands forward out in front of you. Imagine you're holding a yoga block, lengthening through the nape of your neck. With your exhale, goddess your arms, squeeze your elbows back in space. And inhale, hands reach forward, keep the length of the back of your neck. Exhale, goddess. Pull your elbows by you. One more time, inhale, reach your hands forward. Exhale, strong back as you goddess and squeeze. Hands by your low ribs, take an inhale to find upward facing dog. And then exhale to downward facing dog. And take a big breath in. And maybe an open mouth exhale out. Here we go. Inhale your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Your exhale, find that same square hip donkey kick, hamstring curl, right heel to your seat. Pause as you breathe in. Knee towards your nose as you breathe out. You can hold here or take a one-legged plank if you'd like. Maybe inhale, reach your right leg long, navel to spine. Exhale, bring your right knee back to your nose. Three-legged dog, send your right leg to the ceiling. Then step your right foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. Cow lunge, left knee hovers on our inhale. Take a little moment and then exhale to your cat lunge, lengthen out your legs. Just like before, go ahead and bend into your front knee. Step forward to your chair pose, that strong, intentional step to your seat. Lift your heart and hands. Exhale to airplane your arms beside you. As you lean to your left foot, you can either come to right to Beetle, or you can flamingo your right heel to your seat this time. So similar to that same hamstring curl you just did. If you want a little bit more hamstring spice, slide your right knee back in space, but keep your navel pulled to your spine. Headed to a one-legged Tadasana. We'll inhale to rise with our right leg. Same as before, keep your heart moving forward. On your exhale, try to tap your left elbow towards your right leg. They don't need to touch, but you're using your core to contract the center line. On your inhale, reach your left hand to the sky again. Exhale, fly airplane pose. Now you can hold here, or you can be in movement. We have 3 breaths. With your inhale, option to bend both knees like a Shiva squat. Hands so hard, you don't have to go super low for this. On your exhale, push to extend the airplane pose. Add 2 more, or hold your airplane, breathe in. You don't have to go super deep. Exhale, extend. One more time, inhale, we contract. And exhale to expand. High crescent lunge. We'll meet together, right toes to the earth. Take a big breath in, reach the sky. I know that's a lot. On your exhale, like before, left hand grabs right wrist, tip to your left side, body stretch. This time right away, inhale up to your center. On your exhale, goddess your arms, option to dip your right knee towards a hover this time. Breathe in, stretch tall. Exhale, prayer twist, right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. As you push your palms together, get really strong to your legs. Your back knee can be up or down, but feel your left glute pressing your left heel into the earth. Try to lean your left shoulder back. You press through your legs. We're going to go back to a crescent lunge. Remember, your back knee can be up or your back knee can be grounded. Inhale, push through your feet, lift through your heart and hands. And your exhale, hands to the earth, bring your left foot. Step back to your high plank pose, left foot meets your right. With inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower half flare all the way to Chaturanga. Open your heart, up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Okay, let's take a child's pose, or whatever shape you'd like to be in for 3 to 5 breaths. So this can be effort, this can be ease. Take whatever shape you'd like. Maybe it's just a seat with your eyes closed. You can also grab a sip of water if you'd like. Just taking a moment to slow things down. To make space to notice again. To notice what's coming up and to welcome it into the moment. Be present with the sensations that are moving through your body. Whatever energies are rising in your heart. And recognizing that we will not have this body forever. This body is constantly changing. The impermanence of any given state is a reminder that change is the only constant. We minimize suffering, we become flexible, not just in our physical bodies, but we become flexible in our hearts and minds. Accepting and welcoming things as they come and as they go. We're going to take the second side of that same flow. So go ahead and make your way towards your downward facing dog. Taking your time to get there. Your downward facing dog, try to relax the weight of your head. For the strength, your arms, your legs, your center. Then inhale your left leg to the sky. On your exhale, find your donkey kick, hamstring curl, left heel to seat, hips are square. Breathe in, knee to nose. As you breathe out, shift forward. Hold or one-legged plank on your inhale, option to extend back. Knee to nose as you exhale. Three-legged dog, lift your left leg to the sky. Then land your left foot forward to the top. We'll take our cow lunge, right knee hovers on inhale. As we exhale, it's cat lunge. Feel the length to your legs and your spine. Go ahead and bend into your front knee. As you're ready, it's chair pose next up into your seat. So taking this at your own pace. Follow your inhale to lift. And exhale, airplane arms. Right leg becomes our base. Come to left to Beetle. Or option to flamingo your left toe to your seat. Or maybe even slide your left knee back for more of that donkey kick energy through your hamstring. Whatever you choose, go ahead and follow your inhale up to your one-legged Tadasana. Left knee rises with you. On your exhale, curl, crunch, right elbow towards left thigh. Strong right glute, and then inhale, right hand reaches to the sky again. Airplane pose, we fly back. And you can either hold here, or as you breathe in, find some softness through your knees, maybe bring your hands to your heart. Exhale, press through your right foot to re-expand to your airplane pose. In 2 more breaths to hold or to flow, we inhale. And we exhale. One more time, breath in. That's a big movement. Exhale, expand. So good. Crescent lunge. We'll step back together. 2 feet on the earth. Feels so good. Reach up high. Right hand grabs left wrist. Tip over to your right as you breathe out. Side body stretch. Your inhale, rise to your center. Exhale, goddess arms. Option to dip your left knee to a hover as you open your heart. We'll inhale tall again. This time, prayer twist, left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Strong through your glutes. For the rotation of your heart, breathe here. And then we start to push through your feet. Before you go anywhere, push through your feet. Once you're already pressing through your feet, high crescent lunge, big breath in. Hands to the earth as you breathe out. High plank pose, right foot meets your left. This time we'll inhale forward. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. You untuck your toes. Stack your hands underneath your forehead for belly down Shavasana. Just take one breath in and one breath out. Now press your toenails into the earth using the strength of your legs. Pull your navel way up to your spine. Take an in-breath. On your exhale, lift your upper body back so your hands and forehead stay connected for a moment. And then from here, maybe inhale, reach your hands forward out in front of you. On your exhale, goddess your arms and pause. Reach your right hand forward, keeping your left elbow in goddess. Maybe lift your left leg off of the earth. So right arm reaches forward, left leg lifts. Take a breath in. Exhale back to your start, both arms goddess, left toes point to the earth. Reach your left hand forward, float your right leg off the ground. Take an inhale, opposites extended. And exhale back to start. Hands by your low ribs, breathe into your upward facing dog. As you exhale, downward facing dog. And from your downward facing dog, child's pose, knees to the earth, hips to your heels, pause. Option for rabbit pose here. If you'd like to take rabbit, your hands are going to reach back to hold the heels of your feet. You'll tuck your chin and try to bring the top of your head, the crown of your head to the earth. With the crown of your head to the earth, you might lift your hips. You can also just hover your head above the ground. You're not tucking through your chin, lengthening through your tailbone. You lift your pelvis up and hold your heels. And if you're in rabbit, go ahead and release. Walk your hands forward. And then roll up your spine to a seat. Head last to lift. Okay. From your seat, you can always switch to a cross-legged seat if that's more comfortable. Go ahead and breathe and reach your hands to the sky. And your exhale, let your right hand go low, reach your left hand up overhead, side body stretch. Get really heavy through your left hip. So again, this is either sitting on your shins or in a cross-legged seat. Take a breath here. And then we'll breathe in to rise up tall again. No rush, and we're just gonna exhale second side. You can always switch your legs if you're in a cross-legged seat. So left hand low, right hand overhead this time. Find a heaviness through your tailbone to help lengthen your entire spine. And then wait for an inhale to rise back up with your breath. As you exhale, just let your hands softly fall beside you. Go ahead and shift to the top of your yoga mat and send your legs out in front of you. The legs go long. And with a little softness in your knees, flex your feet towards your face. So flex your toes back towards you. Reach your hands up to the ceiling on your breath in. As you exhale, think about pulling your thigh bones actively back in space as you hinge your heart forward. So hip creases and thigh bones are pulling back as I hinge forward. That's going to help me keep a neutral spine. And I'll bring my hands to the earth when I'm ready. I should keep your thigh bones sliding back, your heart moving forward so you can keep some of that neutral spine. And then if you want to go ahead and fold deeper, you can let your spine round, you can let your head hang happy. Take one more breath here. And then slowly sit up tall. We're going to bend our right knee and place our right foot across our left leg. Reach out to both sitting bones, and then flex your left toes to your face still. Reach your hands to the ceiling with your inhale. And find a twist to your right as you exhale. So right hand can go behind you like a second spine. Left arm can go to your right thigh to help rotate you around. Think every inhale to lift, lengthen, and every exhale to twist deeper. And then from here, slowly unwind. Release your right leg long. You can always shake it out if you want. And then we'll take second side. So you'll bend your left knee, step your left foot over your right leg. Continue to flex your right toes to your face. With both your sitting bones grounded, go ahead and reach up to the sky as you inhale. And rotate to your left as you exhale. So left fingertips to the earth. Right arm to left thigh, using that leverage to help twist you around. So draw your low back up and in. Yeah, imagine that your low back could help lift your sternum and the crown of your head. Every inhale, and as you exhale, you rinse around. Just one more breath here. This time as we unwind, go ahead and unravel your legs, but both knees become bent, and then just melt over your thighs. Your head hang really heavy. Just try to let go as much as possible, just melting across your thighs. Your knees can go a little bit wide, so your head has room to fall. Releasing to the nape of your neck and your upper back. Once you feel complete, you'll sit back up. Flex your feet into the earth, finding your heel anchor. So using the rootedness of your heels to access your core, reach your heart and hands up high, big breath in. On your exhale, just drag your heels down and pull your navel in first. Once your navel's locked into space, take an extra breath to the back of your heart. And then begin to lower down. Going slowly, try to keep your heels rooted. Eventually, find your way into your full body stretch. Reach out long, take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. And then bring your knees into your body. Once you hug your thighs into your heart, send a slow breath along the length of your spine. And exhale to a gentle twist. Let your knees tip over to the left. You can also take an eagle leg twist if you would like to wrap your right thigh around your left. It's up to you. Whatever twist variation feels best for your body. Let's take 2 more slow breaths. And then really take your time to bring yourself back to center. center, maybe pause in a happy baby pose. You breathe in, feeling your whole body pressed down to the ground. As you breathe out, twist second side, knees to the right, gaze to the left. Remember, this can be any twist variation. From your twist, you'll start to come back to center once more. And then you can go back to happy baby. Otherwise, you'll add in your final inversion. So after all that kind of like mid upper back strengthening, a plow pose might feel really nice. But of course, you can go to shoulder stand, legs up pose, bridge pose, happy baby. You can also go to your butterfly if you prefer that. Go ahead and find your way into whatever shape you'd like to work with. We'll be here for about 3 to 5 breaths. Also using this as an opportunity to add in any final shapes or movements to help you feel most balanced, most complete this morning. And then when you're ready, over your next couple rounds of breath before you relax all the way to Shavasana, you might bring your knees into your chest for one final squeeze. Maybe curl your nose up to your knees, lengthening the nape of your neck as you breathe in. Then eventually allow your arms and legs to go long into your final relaxation as you breathe out. And as you make your way to your final Shavasana, your final relaxation, today's Shavasana, let it be about the observation, right, of each sensation and emotion as it arises. Trying to welcome each sensation in instead of pushing any away. Trying to welcome each emotion in instead of push it away. Allowing the experience to come as it is and to welcome it. A reminder of impermanence also reminds us that whatever we're experiencing in this moment will not last, right? Whether it's an uncomfortable sensation or emotion or thought, or if it's a joyful sensation, emotion, or thought, right? Neither will last forever. Right? Change being, right, the universal truth. And allowing ourselves to, again, welcome the experience in its natural state instead of trying to change or manipulate anything about it for these last couple minutes today. Noticing if your focus has started to shift away from the present moment, the present sensations, the current emotional state, energetic state of your body. As you bring your awareness back to this present moment right here, right now, maybe allow your breath to start to expand again. Maybe just become aware of your natural breath again. And if you want to add some movement in as well, you can spread your fingers and your toes and circle through your ankles and your wrists. And perhaps an inhale reaches your hands overhead towards a full body stretch. And an exhale can bring your hands to your heart. Either Anjali Mudra, prayer. You can stack one hand on your heart and the other on top. We take this final moment together to recognize the time and the intention that you devoted to your practice today, to the practice of welcoming the experience as it chose to show up. So embracing this fluidity throughout the rest of your day, allowing things to arrive as they are, embracing impermanence throughout the rest of your day, recognizing that nothing will last forever, letting that be a call to appreciate every moment that much more. We'll take one more breath of gratitude to seal in our practice. So go ahead and let your current breath just empty all the way out. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And a cleansing exhale to let go. May yoga offer us a path to compassion. And may our practices serve as our teachers, guiding us to live more authentically and love more deeply each and every day. Thank you so, so much for showing up and continuing to show up to this practice. Namaste.